Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne, and in this video I want to share with you my complete luxury and contemporary handbag collection. I'm really only going to include pieces in my collection that I do actually use as a bag. So I'm not going to include all of my SLGs, wallets, or even smaller pouches that could be considered a bag, but if I don't actually use it as a bag, then I'm not going to include it. This is quite a bit of an undertaking and it really makes you realize how many things that you do have. I'd say my collection isn't the largest by far, but it's definitely not very small, and I'm constantly changing it. So if something doesn't work out for me, I do pass it along usually. Along with that, you'll see that my collection is really diverse in both the brands that I have included as well as the styles. I honestly just purchase what I like. Of course I have my preferences, but you'll see as I go through this. So with that being said though, I'm going to start off with the smallest and go to the largest. So I'm going to start with like clutches and those sorts of things, and then of course I'm going to end with like larger pieces like tote bags and those sorts of things. I'm not going to include anything in terms of like luggage, however I really don't have any fancy luggage anyways, so there's nothing really to share on that front. So I'm going to get started now, and I will include links to all of the videos that I have on any of these pieces. Definitely check out the description and I'll do my best to include all the links. So starting off, here is a really small clutch from Coach. It's from the 1941 collection, and these are all leather sequins. I really love this piece. I haven't gotten much use out of it, but I find it's just so well done and I love the craftsmanship of it. So this one is definitely not leaving my collection still. It does also come of course with a wristless strap as well as the usual hang tag, but I have taken that off. Next I have this little Coach wristlet, and I've worn this a couple of times, but I just fell in love with the leather embroidery. I thought it was so whimsical with the flowers and the bee. I really loved it, and I really like this color as well. It actually fits a decent amount of things, definitely can fit your phone, and of course it does have like card slots and all that on the inside, so you can just really stick your cards in here, your keys, your phone, and you're good to go. Next I have this Dior raffia clutch. I have multiple videos on this. This is actually from the Dior beauty line, but I think this will be such a good piece in the warmer weather, and it's really well done. It has of course the magnetic flap and a zippered compartment on the inside as well, so your things are really secure, and I think it's just a really subtle Dior branding on it as well. And if you don't want that, you can always of course turn it around and you don't see any branding, but I think this would be such a nice piece again for the warmer weather. Next I have this black leather envelope clutch. This was purchased off of Etsy, and it was made in Italy. This always I think comes in handy for any sort of event that you might need just like a plain black clutch. Next I have this little wristlet from Coach. This is a great little piece to use, and it can actually fit a decent number of things just because it isn't flat and has a good amount of depth. It can fit my phone, it fits all my other essentials I would need, and I find this is again a really great piece to grab and go when I don't need to bring a lot of things with me. Next, I have two of these. This is probably, I think, the only bag at this point that I have duplicates of, but they don't really look like duplicates in the sense that they look so different with their design. Of course, it's the same style of bag though. So these are both by Coach. This is a wonderful pebbled cream leather. I think this is in the color chalk, and has these little tea roses and other rivets. Love this piece, and I've worn this actually a number of times for like weddings or other kind of more formal events. I think this is great, and it's so easy to use. It's leather on the inside. It has card slots as well if you need just to use this as more of like a wallet with a strap, and of course it does come with a detachable and adjustable crossbody strap. So that is this, and of course it's the same layout for this one as well. However, I really love the details on this. It has some really nice debossing of the tea roses as well as the actual tea roses. Also the glazing is a kind of a glittery glaze, so really cute small details that I find are really lovely on this bag, and I really love the smooth leather. It feels really nice to use. Next, I have this Longchamp pouch with handle. I've been loving it. It's such a good, easy grab and go little pouch to use when I'm running errands or just like popping out for something. I've been really loving this. So definitely understand the craze for this, and I would recommend it if you are thinking about purchasing this. So next I have this Coach Quilted Madison 16. For me, this was really hard to get because they didn't release this in Canada, so I actually purchased this off of a seller on eBay from the States, and I was really excited to get it. It is quite small though, and because it's so structured, I find that it's difficult to get a lot of things in this, but I do absolutely love the look of this, especially with the black on black. I have gotten use out of this in the past for events and things like that. I'm on the fence about selling this, however, if it doesn't sell, I'm really not fussed on keeping this in my collection. Next is this Louis Vuitton Trousse makeup pouch. I've made multiple videos on this. I absolutely love this. It's vintage, and I purchased this off of eBay and converted it into a longer crossbody bag. It did come actually with a shorter strap, so if you just wanted this as a handheld or as like a catch-all in a larger bag, I think this would still be a great piece, but I think this is also the perfect size as a mini crossbody bag. Next, I have the Coach Kip. This is in the color Natural. I am looking to sell this, however, because I just haven't grabbed this enough and I am ready to let go of it. However, it is a really cute bag and I love the setup of the bag as well, so definitely would recommend if you are interested in the style of bag and are okay with it not fitting too many things in it. Next, I have this Polene Numero Set Mini, and this is in the color Chalk. Love this piece. I haven't worn it too many times since I've got it, but this is definitely a great piece for more of a dressy event, and that is what I've used it for. So I have multiple videos of this again if you're interested, and yes, I would still recommend it. I think it is a wonderful piece, and perhaps if I had gotten it in a different color, I might have gotten more use out of it, but aside from that, I'm still really happy to have this in my collection. Next is this really cute bag from Coach. It's an older piece. It's the Parker 18 and it's in this metallic leather with this dark hardware as well. I've gotten so much use out of this throughout the years. It's honestly probably one of my favorite bags in my collection. It goes with a lot of things and I think it can be dressy or more casual as well, and it just fits absolutely everything that I would need, and I think it's really a great size, so highly recommend if you are interested in this. You'll have to look on the secondhand market, but definitely a great piece. Next, I have this Longchamp energy pouch, which I've been really loving, especially for going to work. I usually stick all my things in here, and I put this in my larger tote bag or a backpack, and so if I need to run out during the day, I can just take this instead of bringing my whole larger bag. Next is this Michael Kors, I believe it's called the Accordion Mercer bag. I don't get too much use out of this. I think it's really pretty much the color, I would say, but this is still a really good piece, and I've definitely gotten a lot of compliments when I do bring it out. I have this older Phillip Lim Mini Pashli in the color Storm. Love this piece. I've gotten so much good use out of it over the years. Definitely recommend this bag if you are interested in the style. It is still in production to this day, so you can easily grab it from either directly from Phillip Lim or various other stores as well. I have this Prada nylon pouch, which I've converted into a crossbody bag. Love this piece, have countless videos on my channel, so definitely check those out if you're interested in this piece. Next is this Fendi Fab bag, and this is a wonderful piece. I thought it was a great option for me because I've always been interested in this kind of boxy style bag, specifically from like Hermes, as well as like the Celine one as well. But this one has definitely checked those boxes for me, and I really love this piece, and I got it for a really good price as well. Next is this Coach Hobo crossbody. Recently got this and I have been loving it. I have worn it so many times. Definitely a good option if you like the style of like the popular Prada bag. Definitely a good alternative and for a good price as well. Really hard wearing. It is a cross grain leather and I love the black on black. So this has been a really good piece and I've worn it on a trip already and fits everything that I need for the day. Next is this Polene Berry. I love this piece. It's in the color Taupe, and I did do a recent video on an update for the wear and tear for this one, as well as the Numero Set Mini, so definitely check that out if you're interested. One of my most used bags so far in the years that I've had it, so definitely would recommend. Next is another Polene bag. This is the latest bag that I've purchased, and it is the Neuf Mini in the color Sandalwood, and this has been great. I've worn it only a couple of times so far since I've gotten it because I haven't had it for very long, but it's been great and definitely would recommend if you really like the style. Next is this really old Coach outlet piece that I've had for so many years. I think it's actually been, I want to say a decade now that I've had this, and it's an outlet piece and I've used it so much since I've gotten it. I think I forgot to include it in my last collection, but I do still have it and I do use it most of the time if I am traveling because there is zero branding on it and it has a good amount of depth to it, so it fits everything that I would need, and the leather is not too heavy either, so I find it's just a really nice go-to piece. Next, I have this Burberry nylon pouch. It's another one that I have converted into a bag. So I've added a long crossbody strap to it as well. And this one has been a really good piece as well. It's really casual and carefree because it is nylon, but it does have that very distinctive Burberry look to it. So it's always a great piece to kind of go with more of a minimalist looking outfit. And I've gotten definitely a really good amount of use out of this throughout the years as well. Next, I have this Rogue 20. I picked this up last year and it is in this faded orange color with the crochet detailing. I love the look of this piece. It's so nice. I haven't worn it too many times. However, hopefully I will get more use out of it when the weather gets a little bit warmer. Either way, I think it just looks so cute, so I'm happy to have it in my collection. Next is this piece. It is another older bag from Coach, and this is the Rhyder 24, and it's in this metallic kind of like crinkled leather. You can see like black kind of going through it. It also has like gunmetal hardware, and this fits so much in it, so if I do need to carry more things with me, I definitely usually pull this out, and I just love this piece. I really enjoy this bag and it's gotten good use over the years, and now because I did get the Coach Hobo crossbody and it came with multiple straps including this canvas strap, I've been really enjoying it with this bag. I think it goes so well with the colorway and everything of this piece, so I've definitely got even more use out of it when I did add this strap, so really happy that I got it. Next is this Coach Rogue 25. I've had this for a number of years now. Really love the style of the Rogues, and I haven't worn it too many times just because it is kind of that in-between like medium sized bag, but I love the look of it and I don't see it leaving my collection. Next is another black bag. This is from Marc Jacobs and I think it was called like the Locket. It's a really good piece if you need something a little bit more professional. I think this is a perfect little tote bag to fit some of your work things in it. It does also come with a crossbody strap and I do have it stuffed right now, but this I've worn a number of times in the past if I needed something a little bit dressier. Next is this Longchamp Le Pliage. This is in the small size with the short handle, a very bright color. It's called Cactus and it was from the Club line, and I've been loving using this. Next is one of my only more casual Hobo bags. I've had this for so many years. It's by the brand Liebeskind and it's just a full black leather bag. It's so smushy and worn in now. Has these kind of accented zipper pulls with like the pink glazing on it. Has lots of different pockets for organization within it, so this has been a really good piece. And for more casual days, I love even bringing this into work. It fits all of my things that I would need. Next is another Longchamp piece. This is the small size Le Pliage with the long handle, and this was one of their pieces from their collection line a number of years ago. I can't remember what it was called, but I love this piece, and it's actually in a coated canvas instead of a nylon. I love the details on it, and it really just goes with so many different outfits, and yeah, been loving using this since I've had it. Alright, I've sent you guys a little bit farther because I noticed it was getting really hard to showcase these larger bags, so this is why you're a little bit farther now. But continuing on, this is a Longchamp Le Polene tote. This is the older style. They came out with the exact looking piece, but now they have a zipper compartment on the inside. This just has the zipper top, but otherwise it just has like a back pocket, and I really do like this. I am thinking of selling this, and The reasoning is because I haven't grabbed it as much as I would like, and I think it's because I have so many totes for work. I just haven't been going with this, and it also might be the color of brown for me. I tend to use another tote bag that is coming up that I'm going to show you versus this one. Next is this wonderful Coach Rogue 30 or 31. Really love this. It's in this really nice smooth dark green leather, has the gunmetal hardware, and then on the inside it has this really fun green bow with florals kind of design. Love this piece, and I do usually use this for work. Next, I have another Longchamp Le Pliage, and this is in the newer small size, and it has, of course, the long handle. Really love this piece. I don't see a lot of people with this specific style. It was another collection piece, and I just love the look of it. It's a really nice navy color, and yeah, it's a Le Pliage, so not much else to say. Next is my final Longchamp in this collection, and it is the medium size short handle. It was also from the club line, and it is in the color, I want to say chalk if I'm not mistaken, but it's really nice kind of off-white color, the matching leather as well. I use this more so for kind of like an overnight bag, but of course it's quite big, so it definitely can fit everything that I need if I had a few more things to carry to work for that day. Next is this Saint Laurent tote. I absolutely love this. I picked this up a couple of years ago, and I really love using this in the warmer weather. It has a really nice textured canvas material, and then this really nice smooth tan colored leather, both on the bottom as well as the handles, and of course this top panel. It's really spacious, and I find it fits everything that I would need when I'm going to work, so I love using this. And like I mentioned earlier, this is actually the bag that I find myself grabbing over the Longchamp Le Foldover tote. So I'm nearing the end and the sun is starting to set, but this is my Matinat backpack. It's definitely been on my channel a number of times. This is honestly one of my most used bags for work. It's a great piece. I find it's kind of an elevated backpack, so it fits well with my outfits when I'm going to work, and yeah, it's just a fantastic piece. So highly recommend if you are looking for a backpack to go to work or school. I think this is great. It does come in a larger size as well if you need more space, but for someone, again, like I mentioned, more petite, this is a really good option. And lastly, I have, of course, this Kate Spade nylon tote. I have so many videos on my channel on this bag because I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic bag for work, for travel, for pretty much anything that you need a larger tote bag. It's nylon, so it's super lightweight as well as, easy to maintain, and it has so many pockets as well for organization. This is also from the Kate Spade outlet, so in terms of price, it's definitely on the lower end compared to some of the retail pieces. I can't say enough, I highly recommend this, and they do of course still make this, and they come out with different colors as well. I've noticed there's been a green one in the past, purple, kind of like a white one as well. So many different colors, but I think the black one is definitely a staple, and super happy to have this in my collection. But yeah, that is my whole collection. It's always quite an undertaking, I find, to do these videos. I've done it once a year since I've been on YouTube, so I thought it'd still be nice to have an update for this year. If you have any questions, definitely leave those down in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them. Again, like I mentioned, I will do my best to link any videos I have on any of these bags in the description, so be sure to check those out if you want a little bit more information. But aside from that, thank you as always for taking the time to watch my videos, especially for those that subscribe. I really appreciate it. Aside from that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.